Imagine waking up one day to hear about someone who vanished without a trace. No body, no witnesses, not even a clear clue. His name is Khalid, and his disappearance has turned his family's life into a nightmare and the police into a state of high alert. But the question that will keep you thinking from beginning to end is, how can a person disappear from the face of the earth without leaving any trace? Welcome to the Watch the Story channel, where we delve into the depths of the most mysterious and daring stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends, because what's coming is stranger than fiction.
Part 1. The beginning of the story. Who is Khalid, and the circumstances of his disappearance? Khalid El Sayed, a young man in his early 30s, works as a civil engineer for a major contracting company. He lives in a quiet city on the outskirts of the capital. He's married to Sarah and has a 4-year-old son. A very ordinary person, or so he seemed to everyone. On Monday, October 5th, Khalid left for work as usual. An hour later, he called his wife and told her he would be a little late because he had an important meeting. But strangely, he didn't attend the meeting and he didn't return home. Hours passed, and Sarah's anxiety began to grow. She called his phone, but it was switched off. She contacted his colleagues, who told her he hadn't even come to the office. This is where the first threads of worry began to turn into panic. An official report was filed at the police station, and the search began. Street surveillance cameras showed Khalid getting into his car at 7:45 a.m. and driving out of the city. Then, nothing. He was never seen again, and there was no record of his car moving. His mobile phone was tracked, and its last known location was on a remote rural road about 45 kilometers from the city. The strangest thing? The car was never found. Some residents of nearby villages reported seeing a car matching the description parked in a field for a whole day before it disappeared, but when the police went, there was no trace of it. One witness, a farmer in his 50s, said he saw a man arguing with Khalid near the car, and then they both disappeared into the palm trees. He didn't know who the man was, and no footage from the area's cameras corroborated his story. Did Khalid disappear voluntarily? Was he running away from something? Or was there a premeditated crime? The police began investigating all of these possibilities. His office and home were searched, his bank accounts and emails were reviewed, and his colleagues, friends, and even neighbors were questioned. The result? Nothing noteworthy. No threats, no apparent problems, no financial disputes. But something very strange emerged in the investigation. 2 days before his disappearance, Khalid received a call from an unknown number that lasted 17 minutes. That number disappeared completely afterward. It wasn't in use, and there was no known record of it. 3 days after his disappearance, his wife received a strange email from an unknown account. The message contained only one sentence. Sometimes people choose to disappear so that the truth will be revealed. The message's source was traced, revealing that it originated from a VPN that had erased all digital traces. There is no way to identify the sender. At the end of the first part of Khalid's story, we leave you with a number of unanswered questions. Where did Khalid disappear to? Is he a victim of a crime, or is he hiding of his own volition? Who is the man seen with him? And what is the meaning of the mysterious message? In the next part, we will delve deeper into the details of Khalid's life, his secrets, his relationships, and facts that even his closest friends didn't know. Stay tuned to Stories Without Time, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything new. The next part will change everything you know about this story. As we begin part 2, we move from the scene of his disappearance to delve into Khalid's past, a past that wasn't as simple as everyone thought. After examining his personal phone, recovered from a cloud backup, the police found encrypted messages that had been deleted days before his disappearance. Analysis of the data revealed that Khalid had been in regular contact with an anonymous account on an encrypted application, typically used for clandestine operations, such as cryptocurrency transactions or communication between journalists and confidential sources. Was Khalid part of a network, or was he planning to expose something dangerous? In a private interview with his wife, Sarah, her anxiety and confusion were evident. She said she had noticed significant changes in Khalid's behavior over the past 2 months. He was staying up late, speaking in a low voice on the phone, and conspicuously hiding his phone screen from her. She also said she had asked him about these behaviors several times, and he would reply, "There's sensitive work involved, I can't talk about it." But she never imagined that this sensitive work would lead to his disappearance. The police began investigating the projects of the company where Khalid worked. It turned out that his last project involved a massive real estate development on the outskirts of the capital, estimated to cost hundreds of millions of dollars. During the audit, suspicious documents bearing Khalid's signature surfaced, indicating unreported changes to the plans and specifications. When his supervisor was questioned, he claimed ignorance of these alterations and stated that Khalid insisted on reviewing the files alone.
Here the thread began to take us in a completely different direction. Financial corruption, project manipulation, or was Khalid trying to expose this corruption? One of Khalid's close friends, Hassam, testified to the police that a week before Khalid's disappearance, Khalid invited him to a private meeting at a quiet cafe and spoke to him in a very serious tone. He literally said, "If anything happens to me, look in the safe behind the painting in my office. You'll find an important file." But the file wasn't there when the police went to search the office, as if someone had already taken it. After the first episode about the case aired on a television program, the police received an anonymous call from a man claiming to know Khalid's whereabouts. He said that Khalid was still alive but in hiding for his own protection, then abruptly hung up. The call was traced and found to have originated from a public phone booth in the city center. This is where the police began to work with a new hypothesis. Khalid hadn't been killed but was in hiding. Perhaps he was aware of a threat against him, and perhaps he had decided to disappear on his own. But why didn't he contact his family? Why didn't he leave any clear message? And why were those cryptic symbols left on his phone? Small handwritten notes were found in a notebook hidden inside his spare car. They contained strange symbols and unfinished geometric drawings. A data analyst said these drawings might have been used to encrypt sensitive information. With every step of the investigation, the threads become more tangled. Khalid wasn't just a simple employee. He was someone who held secrets that were perhaps too big to reveal. In the third and final part, we'll uncover surprises that change everything. A mysterious figure who was watching Khalid, an old incident that was covered up, and a recently leaked audio recording. Will we finally get to the truth, or will Khalid's story remain without a body and without an ending? Follow us on the Timeless Stories channel and hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the ending of this story will be shocking. Part 3, The Unspoken Truth, Unveiling the Hidden and Resolving the Mystery. With the beginning of this final part of Khalid's story, we reach the turning point that will reveal all the secrets that have remained hidden. After a thorough investigation, the police found leaked audio recordings from Khalid's phone, which were analyzed by audio experts. The recordings reveal encrypted phone conversations between Khalid and a mysterious individual, discussing unknown threats in an attempt to expose a massive corruption network within the contracting company where he worked. It was determined that a mysterious individual had been monitoring Khalid before his disappearance, and police investigations revealed that this person was connected to influential figures in the business and political worlds. It became clear that this individual had attempted to blackmail Khalid into halting his internal investigations. In the police archives, an old case surfaced of a man who disappeared under similar circumstances 10 years earlier in the same area where Khalid vanished. The evidence suggests that the two incidents are linked and that an unknown entity is attempting to conceal facts that could expose systemic corruption. A handwritten note by Khalid was found in his notebook. "If I disappear, don't look for me in known places, but where true darkness lies." Despite all the evidence and speculation, Khalid and his body were never found, making the story one of the greatest mysteries in the history of local investigations. Thank you for watching A Crime Without a Body: How Did Khalid Disappear and Never Be Found? On the Shahid Al-Qissa channel. If you enjoyed the story, please support us by liking and subscribing, and activate the bell icon to receive notifications for the latest episodes and mysterious stories. Share this video with your friends and tell us in the comments what you think. Do you believe Khalid is still alive? Or is there a deeper truth waiting to be revealed? Shahid Al-Qissa has been bringing you this, where the mystery continues and the secrets never end.